Hey guys, how is everybody doing? I hope good. I know you can't answer me back, but you could comment later or now while we're doing this. I'm just going to give it a few minutes just to, have YouTube send out the notifications, because I know you get notified if people do a live video, and I haven't done one in actually a couple of weeks. It's not that I am not thinking about everyone, just been busy with carrot bars and some other things and getting ready for the holiday like everyone else. So that's what's basically kept me away. But I know you think that you're looking at this title like, what is this woman going to talk about? Underfunded state pensions. It's huge. In fact, maybe some of you that are watching this work for a state, like if you're a state employee, like a firefighter, a teacher, anything, police officers. This will affect you. I don't know. I hope not. But if it does, take a listen. I have some good information here that I wanted to just go over with everyone. And I really wanted to talk about this because, without instilling fear, we all know that the economy has some issues, like underlying issues at the foundation. But for some reason, I always go back to this one, which is pensions, because this one, they all do, but this one really affects people because this is their livelihood. People are looking at these pensions as a safety net, and it's really not there for them. So we are in a retirement crisis, right? Teachers, firefighters, police officers, and other government employees, they're all in this kind of crisis. Now, for about 100 years, teachers, firefighters, policemen, all government employees, talking about at the state level, not at the federal level, okay? They've accepted lower salaries during their work time, during their work years, for the hopes that they are going to get a safety net when they retire. Now, on top of Social Security, okay? Because, on top of paying into this, okay? Excuse me. They're also getting deductions for Social Security. Now, on a sidebar, okay, Social Security is on the federal level, and they're totally screwing that up. It's kind of like the same thing. It's not funded. They're saying, and I'm not using this in a negative term, but like the boomers, they call them now. I use that term in an endearing way. I don't use it as a negative like some people in politics do, and they shouldn't. But, the boomers, they are retiring now, so they're going to be getting their benefits. But the people like let's say me or my children or their children, hey, Scott. Scott just said hi. I have to tell you guys that little thing comes up here, okay? People like my age, my kids, their kids, if Social Security is still around, but let's say Gen X, which is like my age group, okay? Millennials, they're going to get screwed too if Social Security is still around. We're not going to really see anything. I mean, here in the States, you get like once a year, you get something and it tells you what your benefits are, like what you've paid in, what possibly you can get. And it said, I think last year, the year before, it was saying that we are only going to get maybe 60% on a dollar. You know what I'm saying? Like it estimates, because it's underfunded also, because they've been taking money out of there for other things, and they're really not taking care of it. Like the money's coming in, but the government's really not doing the right thing with it. But that's a sidebar, because that's federal level, okay? So I want to just show you how much people are actually taking out of their checks between Social Security and then their pensions for the state. They are just getting screwed, okay? So for about 100 years, like I was saying, these state workers have been taking less in their paychecks in the hopes that they have the safety net, okay? Now, the thing is, half of all the states don't have the money in there, okay, for these public pensions, because they've been taking from it, and I'm going to give you a few reasons. But now the bill is coming due because people are retiring, and it's not just in millions or billions, it's in the trillions. It's a lot of money. And then this is like, when people, I don't know about you guys, but when I hear the word trillion, it's like when I was a kid, thousands was a lot. Now millions was a lot as I was getting older, and now there's billions, but now you're getting into the trillions, and then there's quadrillions. I mean, you can't even think of this. So their debt is in the trillions. Oh, hi, Kareem. Thank you. You're welcome. um, Now, when their pensions were flush with cash, I'm looking down because I have notes here. A lot of states, what they did was instead of just keep funding it the way they should have, they were cutting back on the payments. But then you had the dot-com crash. That was in 2000. Then you had the 2008 meltdown. Well, guess what? They didn't fund it. All these things just went into the red. You know what I'm saying? They just lost a lot of money. So since the recession of 2008, the states have been scrambling to fix this problem, but they're trying to pass the shortfall on to the employees, and I'll get to that also, what they're doing. Now, this is becoming a huge issue in most states, and these public workers now, as you can see over the last few years, you see on the news, the public workers have been protesting, and rightly so, because it's their money, okay? So the states aren't contributing. People are protesting. They depended on these people in power to do the right thing, and they just didn't. They basically just screwed them over, okay? Now, some states are using, they're being a little creative, I guess you can say. Like some states are, and there's a list of states like what they're doing, but not all states are doing anything. Some states are not doing anything at all, but I'm just going to give you some examples here. Some states, they're taking the sale of the taxes for the sale of cigarettes and liquor, and they're putting that towards the pensions. Some states have casinos, so they're using that money, the profit from there, to fund the pensions. New Jersey, they have dedicated all the earnings from their state lottery to the public pension fund, and that's going to generate about $1 billion a year, according to a recent report from an independent council in New Jersey, all right? That just goes to show you how things are really screwed up, because years ago, the reason why they got these lotteries passed in the states was they said that. Now, here's the thing. I don't know how it is in other countries, but here, the lottery, especially in New York, where I'm from originally, it got passed because they said they were going to take that money and they were going to put it towards education. Well, New York has some of the worst schools, so again, it's all bullshit. I don't think this money went towards any of the kids, because if so many people play lotto and so many people don't win, you have a huge windfall there, right? Because that's all money. All right, and then when they do pay out, it's always because they've built such a large fund. When they do pay out, it's from the interest. So they're not even actually touching the principal. So where is this money going to the kids? So they've screwed them. Now they're going, and I really say this, and I sound angry because I am, because now they want to screw the people that take care of us, that help us, the firefighters, the teachers, which are so important, the policemen, right? Whatever your issue is with policemen, a lot of policemen do their jobs, and they're there to serve and protect, okay? And now they're getting screwed. So I just really feel like this is just a terrible thing that's happening. First education, now the public employees. There's really there's no accountability for the people that run these pension funds in the state. There really is no accountability. So more than half the states now in the U.S. require people to work longer or to retire later. So when they claim their benefits, hopefully they'll have it for them. They're not even sure yet. Like, I think Colorado is one of those states. Okay, now they were one of the first states, or was it the first state? They were either the first state or one of the first states to legalize marijuana. You mean tell me all that money they're making, they can't fund their pension? So now people there have to work longer? It really is just a bunch of BS, guys. It really is. Now, here's another thing. Remember that in Oklahoma back in 2014, all the teachers and the public employees were protesting? Well, the reason why they were protesting is because, you don't really pay attention sometimes, because there's so much, right? Don't you think there's like so much going on in the world? There's so much going on just in the United States. So it's hard to keep track of all the BS that's going on, really, between the wars and the genocide and, people not being able to make enough money. Like, there's just so much going on, it's hard to keep track. But back in 2014 in Oklahoma, that was just a short 5 years ago, the teachers started protesting because what the state was doing was they were contributing all this time, but they weren't adding their money that they were supposed to. So what they did was they passed it on to a 401k. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Look, if there's anyone there that's a financial advisor that's watching this, that's fine with me. All right, it's a good profession. But I have been told by people that work on Wall Street that 401k money is play money for these guys. It's just, okay, if God forbid something happens to the stock market like in 2008, there goes all your retirement money. It is such a high risk to put your pension fund in a 401k. So, and you can argue with me about technicalities. I don't care. It is a risk. I know because it happened to us. So forget that, okay? So there was a lot of pushback from these people, in, the public workers in Oklahoma, and rightly so. So I'm telling you all this. The reason why I decided to talk about this today was, there's always a reason, okay, is because people, this is, all right, if you're watching this, if you're not into carrot bars, but you're watching this, you're seeing this, you should be saving in gold, okay? Because not only is our money being devalued, there is inflation. Like, every dollar has a dollar has lost 97% of its value. So what does that give you? 3 cents? No, really. Okay. But saving in gold, it doesn't lose its value. It keeps it. People say, well, carrot bars, it's this, it's that. Look, let me tell you something. I stick with carrot bars because their number one message is and always will be is save in gold, because gold, well, that's not their message, that's my message, I guess, but save in gold because gold will save you. A lot of people use that, but it's absolutely true. The reason why I'm telling you all this is because if you're not with carrot bars and you're watching this, okay, you should be saving in gold. And carrot bars, we can show you how to do that. It's not expensive. You're not even buying it. You're just taking your cash and turning it into real money, which is gold. If you're with carrot bars, and you're not sure how to approach people about, saving in gold, this is the reason why. These notes here that I have here, this is why, okay? Because people are getting screwed left and right. They're saving in cash. You're not earning anything in the bank when you save in cash. They have their money in the 401ks. Now, look, I'm not saying to take your 401k money and invest it all in gold. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if you're saving your 401k, have a backup. Some people, they look into it, they can take a little money out, they can buy some gold. Or what you can do is if it makes you feel good, keep your 401k. You can keep saving in that, and I will pray for you every day that nothing happens, because, the president is all about the stock market being high. That's actually doesn't have anything to do with you and your daily living and your money, okay? But as far as a 401k, it's good for you right now. You're looking at your figures, it's like it's really high. But if that starts coming down and something happens, okay, so don't even touch it if it makes you feel safe. Keep it. A lot of people can't touch it either because you'll get penalized. But you're saving that. Take a little bit more, save in gold. If you're not sure how, we can show you how. Carrot Bars has a really good plan. Guys, if you're with Carrot Bars already, you should be talking about this with people. Even if you're in Canada, I'm sure they have some kind of retirement system there. I don't know if they have 401ks. I'm not really sure. But I'm sure there's something that I talked about here today that will affect people in Canada also. So, but if you're in the United States, hey, Tom. Tom's saying hi. You really do need to be talking about this, because this is something that is affecting people every single day that are working. They need to save in gold. So that's my message for today. I wanted to just put it out there because it is very, very important. It touched me, because I actually know people that are, firefighters, policemen, and it just makes me wonder, are they going to be okay too? Like all of us, are we going to be okay? Because we kind of do have to. I look at it this way. If you know somebody that's a public worker, you're kind of looking out for them, okay? You have to look at it that way. You're looking out for them because you're saying, wow, this person might not actually have anything when they retire. Now, again, I know we all, in the States, they have the Social Security thing. But again, we don't even know about that. So I just look at it like when you're talking to people about saving in gold, you're actually looking out for them, which is a really nice thing. And it's what we all should be doing. So come from that way of thinking, that mindset, and really feel it. And, you really have to feel it and feel that way. People will get it from you, and they'll listen. So Saving gold. Gold will save you. I will talk to all you guys soon. I'm going to try to do another video real quick. The women's incentive is almost over. The 15th is a big day. What was it? The KCB, the ICO is over, and they're going to start, I guess, merging the two coins, I guess. So that's, 4 days away. That's a big thing. It's not all, obviously, it's not all going to happen in one day, but it is going to take time. So get your Carrotbit accounts in order. If you don't have one, open one. I wanted to do an update before this, but there's a lot going on. So I'll probably do another video as it gets closer, because this is big stuff for carrot bars. But remember, don't forget about the gold. Save in gold. It will save you. If you're saving in gold, you want to talk to other people about saving in gold. So I'm going to take off because it's already 15 minutes. I always try to keep these short, but I wanted to do a video because I missed all you guys. And I hope everybody's doing well. Leave a comment below. If you know someone that likes somebody that talks a lot, have them subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment if you have any questions. I always try to get back to everybody right away. So bye, guys. I'll talk to you soon, and I'm not going to say happy holidays because I am going to do another video before that. So have a great rest of the week, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care, guys.